Everything I kept trying to find out there became real when I built it in here. Oof. Talk about a truth that hits hard. Okay, friend, come in and sit real close. This isn't a tips episode, it's a homecoming. If you've been scanning the world for proof you are lovable, refreshing your phone for crumbs of validation, or waiting for someone to finally choose you, no worries. I see you. Today is an identity shift from am I enough to I am a woman who loves herself on purpose. Because when you love you, you live from sufficiency. From this love, abundance isn't a chase, it's a climate. We are building it in here so everything you've ever been craving can land out there. You've made it to Confident and Empowered, the Encourage Over Everything show, where main character energy meets deep soul level transformation. I'm Letitia Hopkins, and this is your reminder that you are worthy, ready, and already becoming the version of you who leads her life with clarity, confidence, and wholeness. Now, all you have to do is make the decision to be her on repeat. You've been playing small long enough. It is time to speak life into your life. These aren't just your regular schmegular affirmations. They're your main character activations. Say it loud. I am the main character and I live it. Download your power affirmations in the show notes below. Hey, friend. Okay, if you would have asked me years ago, I would have told you, of course, I love myself. And I meant it. But during my single season, that love was not omnipresent. I loved myself, but just enough. You know what I mean? I was looking outside of myself, hoping someone would commit while I hadn't even fully committed to me. So when a situationship presented itself, I'd settle and say yes, which became a no to the committed relationship I said I wanted. And listen, friend, I was so good at playing the convincing game, or at least I thought I was. You know, that game you play when you're trying to convince him that being in a committed relationship is what they should want to do too. Meanwhile, he's trying to convince you that companionship is just as good as a committed relationship and that you don't really need no commitment to have all of the benefits of a relationship. Trust me, I softened my standards to keep the vibe cool for him to realize just how amazing I was. And being with me was even better. Yet when my mom passed, mm, that grief stripped away performance. It was as if every settling bone in my body just disappeared. For the first time in my life, I was left with no other choice but to meet myself as an adult, a mother, a woman that I wanted to be, but without the applause. It was just me and God. Everything I kept trying to find out there became real when I built it in here. That season taught me this. Self love isn't a feeling you wait for, it's a vow you live out every chance you get. That's really the day that I started looking within instead of constantly feeling without. Have you ever lost something so precious, so priceless to you that anything else you thought that you lost suddenly seemed insignificant? It just didn't even matter anymore because once you've lost your everything, you realize you never really lost anything until now. So today I'm giving you the one framework that rebuilt me from the inside out, and it's called love. One framework, four soul filled moves lived as often as possible. Man, do y'all hear my stomach growling? This is wild. If you can, my bad. It's so noisy nowadays. It's as if everything has its volume turned all the way up. You don't just have all of the voices of family, friends, coworkers coming at you. Now you also have all the voices on social media, the notifications pinging you 24/7, and text messages from yet another thing you subscribe to. Listen, no shade, no judgment, okay? I'm speaking from pure facts here. With the fast pace of everything around you, it's no wonder quiet time seems like a rare luxury. That's why the L in the love framework is so important, because this is really one of the best gifts that you can give to yourself: the time and space to listen. Often, so many are tuned into what's happening in the world, whatever latest story is making the headline news at that moment, like when the Diddy trial was going on. People knew more about that, yet had little to no clue about what was going on in their internal world. And I get it, the internal world can be scary, but just like monsters underneath the bed, they tend to disappear once the lights come on. Listening to yourself is opening up the gates of awareness. The moment to moment practice of tuning in to your own internal world, those sensations, emotions, desires, searching within before you chase that outer validation. Awareness is the gateway, that doorway from one old identity, the overgiver, the one constantly waiting to be chosen, to the new identity: I honor what's true for me. Anytime you're feeling without, it's a signal that it's time to go within. And it doesn't take much. Take one moment to just get grounded. Sometimes it's just putting your feet on the ground, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 8. And with your hand on your heart, ask yourself, what am I feeling? Name one word. What do I need? Name one need. And what is the next kind step I can take? Just one action to move you forward. All you really have to do as you reflect is just spot the signals. Scarcity tells you. In rush speech, you'll say just or maybe or so sorry. Maybe you feel tight in your chest, or you find yourself people pleasing. While abundant signals can show up by steady breath, your shoulders are down. There's one clear sentence to express your need, or your body as your dashboard, because abundance begins as nervous system sufficiency. You can use this within or without framework just to check in. Before you text someone, check inward first and ask yourself, have I even listened to myself yet? If you're feeling like you're not being chosen, have you chosen yourself yet? Feeling like you're not being heard, well, have you listened to yourself yet? Feeling like you're not being loved, have you loved yourself yet? Without is always your invitation within. Next up is the O for own your story. What has been your story up until this point? And tell the truth about how you learned to outsource love, but do it without shame. It's okay to name your season. It's okay to bless what shaped you. Just notice what comes up for you when you heard that. Did you tense up or did you feel at ease? Either way, acknowledge it, let it breathe, honor it. No shame, no judgment. Once you've allowed the feelings to lose their charge, bless what shaped you. I love the reminder that God uses everything for your good, and heavy on the everything. Yes, that means even the bad, the terrible, the horrific, the excruciating, the gut wrenching, the unthinkable. Whatever label you've given it, even that will be used for your good. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to condone it. You certainly don't have to be okay with it, because truth be told, what happened, it wasn't right. And yet, and still, what was born from that was a blessing. Some of the most beautiful gardens bloomed in crap. Remember that. Listen, friend, you can't rewrite a story you won't own. So, ownership moves you from victim of your circumstances to author of identity. You have the pen in your hand. You can't control what happened to you, but you get to have a say in what happens within you as a result of it. Although you may have learned to earn love by overfunctioning, now you get to say, I'm done auditioning. Although what happened may have really broken you down, now you get to declare this is a rebuilding season. Slower is sacred, not failure. So, what's your kitchen table confession? Ooh, it sounds juicy, right? During my dating season, mine was the truth is, I want partnership, but I will not abandon myself to keep anyone. So, what's your kitchen table confession? The truth is, and fill in your truth with what your heart's greatest desire is right now. And then acknowledge what it is that you are no longer willing to do just to have what you want. And then do a self appreciation spark. What I love about who I'm becoming is it your strength? Is it your courage? Is it your willingness to learn or just willingness to be open? That awareness leads to appreciation and affection. This is where falling in love with yourself begins, with just seeing yourself for who you are. So, what is it that you love about who you're becoming right now in your life? And then it's time to bless the version of you who outsourced love to survive. And it's time to choose sufficiency now. Place your hand on your heart and really receive this. I am already enough, already loved, already provided for. From sufficiency, I say clearly and confidently what I want. I hold kinder boundaries and I let more good in. Whether it's circumstances or someone else's perspective or the situation itself, none of it gets to define your story. What you won't own, you'll outsource. So, owning is how we stop auditioning. So, name where you've abandoned yourself without shame. Name what season you're in and honor what shaped you, whether it was grief, divorce, single motherhood, career shifts. And the next most powerful step is you get to decide who you'll be now. You are not here to audition for your life. You are here to own it. Ooh, and now we into the V, honey. The V is the vow to you. If you are nodding along right now, I see you. Let's go deeper. Friend, I see greatness in you. I see the wholeness in you, all the untapped potential. If you are squinting and trying real hard to see it, because you are like, listen, we are not seeing the same thing. It's okay. Take a few steps and come stand where I am so you can see this beautiful view. One of my biggest fears, friend, is that you don't recognize how incredibly amazing you really are. I love personal development and personal growth so much. And yet, at the same time, it may leave you feeling like there's always something to be fixed or some healing that needs to be had. And I just want you to set that down right here and bask in this moment and rest in it, knowing you are good right here and right now. There's so much to like and love about yourself. Yes, right here in this moment. When was the last time that you sat back and said, you know what, self, you all right with me? What are the things that you like about yourself? Do you like how kind or polite you are? Or do you like how you dominate in your area of expertise? What are the things that you love about yourself? Is it your heart for others? Is it your ability to love your family so fully? Do you love yourself for how far you've come? Or do you love the woman that you're becoming? This is definitely a journal moment if ever there was one. So explore this. The phenomenal woman you are and the one that you're becoming now will thank you. Friend, you know there's more for you, more confidence, more clarity, more alignment. But somewhere along the way, you stopped asking yourself what you really want. And it's time to reconnect, to remember who you are before the doubt, the pressure, and the perfectionism took over. The main character energy journal prompts are your daily invitation to step back into your power, to get honest, to dream boldly, to see yourself again. This is where the identity shift actually begins. Not just with words, but with truth, with self-awareness, with you. Start your journaling journey today and write your way back to the most magnetic, aligned, and unstoppable version of yourself. You are not just chasing your next era, you are being her. Grab the main character energy journal prompts now in the link in the show notes, okay? Okay, friend, now I want you to do something radical, okay? If you're anything like me, you are great at showing up for everyone else. You keep your word to everyone, and now this is your time to show up for you, to keep your word to you. I invite you to make a new promise to yourself, a living promise that anchors your identity shift. It's not a mood, it's a vow. Self-esteem grows when you keep promises to yourself. Vows create inner safety, so you stop shopping for it outside. It's also a key to build your confidence. This special vow isn't just any plain old vow, honey. This is your abundance vow. So place your hand on your heart and fully receive. I vow to honor what I feel, ask for what I need, and stop negotiating my worth. I will not abandon myself to be chosen. I choose me. And from that love, I choose everything else. Hmm. Ooh, friend, I'm so proud of you. Yes, let's keep this promise to yourself, honey. And listen, I know you're wondering, like, how do I do this on a regular basis? No worries, I got you. If you're anything like me, it doesn't exist if it's not on my calendar. So you can even add this to your calendar, and it doesn't have to be 5 hours. Okay. We don't have to know whatever time that you need, take it for yourself. Maybe it looks like doing something for your body and you take 10 minutes to go for a walk or stretch or just breathe. Or maybe it's taking your own time back and blocking 1 hour for yourself to do that one thing that your heart lights up every time you do it. Maybe you just rest. That counts too, honey. That rejuvenation. Yes, we are for it. So give yourself some of your own time. Maybe it's with money. Maybe you review your goals and have a money date. Or maybe you just take some time to reevaluate your finances and make sure that you're being a good steward over your money. Or maybe it's invoicing at full rate and no longer discounting yourself. Or maybe it's in the area of love and you decide to take yourself on a midweek date. Or maybe you just call someone that you can just laugh with and connect with. Or maybe it's just a moment to set a boundary, to say, in order for me to deliver my best, here's what I need to proceed. And get really clear on what it is that you need. And you can even do a self appreciation ritual where you just write down 2 things that you appreciate about how you showed up today. Was it through your effort? Was it honesty? Did you rest or actually uphold that boundary? Appreciation turns awareness into affection. That's how you fall in love with yourself by really being a witness to how you are taking care of yourself. I invite you to choose sufficiency over scarcity, stewardship over scrambling, and rest over proving. I want you to get to the place to where you say, I love me so much, I don't play about me. I live richly in time, peace, in love, and in provision. Yes. Okay, friend, I see you. That's it, friend. You've connected back to your own inner knowing by keeping this new vow to you, this new promise to yourself. And embodiment, that's the next level main character energy. And that's exactly what the E is. To make self love visible, measurable, tangible, not a someday, but today. Because love that lives only in your head won't hold you when life gets loud. So maybe you ask for the quality time that you really want. Or maybe you honor your no. Or maybe this is the time that you can delegate that one task, book some childcare, or hire the help that buys back your peace. Or maybe it's even in just receiving and finally saying yes without a qualifier. Or pause and just let goodness land. Embodiment takes on many different shapes, sizes, and forms. One of my favorites is in your style. Maybe wear the outfit of the future you that she would choose. And just feel that embodiment of the future you coming to life. Or use this self love two step to align and abound. It's just a tiny ritual to root in who you are being and really make space for who you're becoming. It's 1 minute to align your day, 2 minutes to appreciate and create tomorrow's abundance. So in the morning, just take some time to just pause and reflect. Who am I being today? You can choose one vow or one aligned action that demonstrates who you're being. And then next, proof, stack, and plan. You're going to write one line of self appreciation and then schedule tomorrow's white space. Just protect a margin of time that good things can land in. It's tiny little embodiments like this that build up that self trust. And believe me, self trust builds everything else. That morning pause calibrates your identity first so that you can act from sufficiency and not scrambling. That evening proof stack rewires your brain's scarcity bias by collecting evidence that you're showing up. Hello, confidence. And while scheduling white space keeps you resourced and receptive, together these few minutes turn self love from a nice idea into a lived rhythm, less people pleasing, clear boundaries, and a steady climate of abundance you can actually feel. Now, friend, this is not about perfection. It's all about progress. So please don't get discouraged when life happens and you're off your routine or certain rituals, they're just not hitting right like they used to. It's often a sign that your needs have shifted and you might need to change or revise some things. That's why it's so important to decide ahead of time what you'll do when this happens. Because one thing that we not gonna do is shame ourselves, okay? Instead, it's a sign to shift. Okay, friend, now lean in because it is time that we are going to bring it all together. This is the part we don't want to skip. Abundance isn't a chase, it's a climate. And the thermostat is set to how deeply you know, like, and love yourself. When you stop outsourcing your worth and start standing in who you are, life stops feeling like you're begging at doors and starts feeling like you're unlocking your own home. Because trust me, you are the key. You always have been. Okay. Now I'm holding your hand as we walk through this. This is the like, know, love factor. Because when you know who you are, you really know your values and your non negotiables. Your decisions get lighter. Your shoulders drop. You stop polling the room and start guiding the room. A simple filter that I use is this self honoring, sustainable, and true to my values. If it's a yes, green light to move forward. If no, we bless it and release it. Now, liking yourself changes the whole vibe. And this might seem a little strange, like I do like myself, but no, I really, really, really emphasize how important it is to like yourself. Allow the compliments to land. Say thank you. I receive that. Instead of just bouncing it off, you notice your receipts, those tiny wins that you caused. And suddenly, risk starts to feel safer because if something flops, it's data, not a verdict of your worth. And at night, you can do just a simple little touch point. Just write 2 wins that you created, and then just write 1 line about what you love about how you showed up today. Mm, that's all it takes. And then love who you are. Self love is not a mood, it's a vow. When you love you, you protect yourself. Your boundaries get kind and clear. Your standards, they stop wobbling. Your pace gets honest. You work with presence. You rest without guilt. And the right people and opportunities can finally find you because your signal is clear. This is the vow line that I like to keep close. I honor what I feel, ask for what I need, and I don't negotiate my worth. Okay. Maybe that looks like you ask for Wednesday nights off and your intimacy gets to deepen in important relationships to you, or you decline a misfit and a better fit appears, or you leave that white space on your calendar and unexpected favor lands right there. You celebrate those small wins and bigger ones start to feel normal. Here's a quick little know, like, and love ritual that you can do. It can take 90 seconds. Just check in and ask yourself what you know. Who am I being today? And name it. Like, name 2 things that you did well today and let yourself smile about it. Really feel that one. And for love, take 1 congruent action. Maybe it's a boundary that you need to honor, or rest that you need to give yourself, or just simply being open to receive. And put tomorrow's white space on the calendar so there's room for goodness to land. Ready to stop second guessing and start owning your power? Grab your free main character confidence checklist to help you walk in your worth, speak with power, and show up like you mean it. Choose you today. Links in the show notes. Let's go get it. You can also use language that opens doors. You can say lines like, I'm not available for that, but here are 2 other options. And when those compliments come in, just simply say, thank you, I receive that. And then just take a breath of silence to really let it land. Bottom line, when you know yourself, you steer. When you like yourself, you receive. And when you love yourself, you attract what matches your standards because your energy sets the tone. Self love is the soil, and abundance is what grows there. Quietly, consistently, and inevitably. Now, before you think you need to hustle your way through this, here's where we slow down even more and receive. So let me pour into you right quick. If it's safe for you to do so, put 1 hand on your heart and 1 on your belly. And just inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale for as long as you need to. And just feel that. That's you coming home. I want you to hear me with the part of you that needs to hear it the most. You are not behind. You are not broken. The version of you that hustled for love, overgave for crumbs, and apologized for taking up space, she was trying to keep you safe with the tools she had. Bless her and bless the woman you are now, reaching for truer tools, listening in instead of scrolling out, owning your story instead of auditioning, vowing to you instead of waiting to be chosen, and embodying love in small, ordinary, yet holy ways. You don't have to wait for a perfect season to love yourself well. How else will you know if you are being loved well if you yourself are not loving you well? Love is not a someday. Love is a standard. It shows up as one honest sentence, one clear boundary, one slow breath before you speak. One thank you, I receive that at a time, whenever goodness arrives. It's the decision to stop feeling without and start looking within, to treat your inner world like it matters because it does. I see the woman who pays the bills, wipes the tears, books the meetings, hits send on one brave email, puts the phone down, honey, when she is tempted to chase. I see the woman who's grieving and still becoming. I see the woman who is single and still sovereign, who is partnered and still practicing. I see you building safety in your body so your truth can land without shaking. I see you choosing sufficiency by saying, I am already enough, already loved, already provided for. And from that soil, I see abundance growing quietly and consistently. So receive this now and say it with me. I choose me. And from that love, I choose everything else. I do not abandon myself to be chosen. I am a woman who treats herself like someone she loves. Mm, 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 mm. Let that breathe. Let it calibrate to you. Let the timeline serve your peace. Let your language carry your standard. When life happens, and it will, remember, guilt is an old alarm, not a current instruction. So breathe. Remember your love. Remember to listen. Own your story. Make that vow to yourself and embody all of the goodness that's meant to land in you and in your life, and begin again as many times as it takes. You are not on trial, friend. You are on assignment. Your wholeness is allowed to be bright. And around here, you already know we don't shrink, we shine. Woo, friend, if no one has told you today, let me be the one to say, I am proud of you. Proud of the way you are learning your own language. Proud of the way that you are choosing a pace that suits you. Proud of the way that you are telling your truth, first to yourself and then the world. You are practicing the most intimate revolution there is, loving yourself out loud. Let this be the provision over your week. Be the woman who loves herself on purpose. You carry sufficiency in your chest like a quiet sunrise. Do. You must act from love. Ask for what you need. Set the clear boundaries and honor them. Allow yourself real rest. And give whole yeses and honest nos, and have. You can receive relationships, opportunities, and provision that match who you are being. What is for you arrives in perfect divine timing. So when the room asks you to dim, receive that as data, not as a directive. Adjust the room, not your worth. When old stories whisper, not enough, answered with stewardship and standard. I honor what I feel. I ask for what I need. I do not negotiate my worth. And when celebration feels unfamiliar, stay a breath longer. Let the good land. Let you land. Your self love is not a performance, it's a promise. It is the way you tuck yourself in with compassion and the way you work yourself up with courage. It is the permission to rest without apology and to rise without shrinking. It is the vow you keep in little ways until your life can't help but reflect it back to you. So here's my wish for you. And if prayer suits you better, then roll with that, friend. May your body be a safe house for your brilliance. May your calendar tell the truth about your values. May your language be a bridge, not a bargain. May your standards be soft around the edges and firm at the core. And may you find in the daily keeping of your vow that abundance isn't something you chase, it's the climate you live in. Abundance isn't just about wealth. It's love, it's respect, it's good health, it's the breath in your lungs, it is the peace in your chest. It's that text from a friend that checks on you, the client who pays on time, the neighbor who holds the door for you, the idea that lands in the shower, the laugh that breaks the tension, the nap that resets your nervous system. It's how the room makes space when you speak clearly. It's your boundaries being honored. Money is just one stream, but abundance is the whole river. When you only measure dollars, you miss all of the opportunities that are already surrounding you and carrying you forward. Your job, your sacred duty is to recognize what already exists so that you can receive even more of what your heart desires. What you acknowledge, you amplify. When you witness the love you already have, more love finds you. When you honor the respect you give yourself, others mirror it back. So name it, thank it, and act like a woman who expects it. Ask for what you want with certainty. Hold your standard. Keep white space for the good to land. From that atmosphere of sufficiency, abundance multiplies. Money is included, okay? Because you are not chasing proof. You are just welcoming what's aligned. So exhale, shoulders back, crown up, queen. Walk like you are loved because you are by God, source, universe, or whomever it is that you believe in. You are loved by me, by the woman you are becoming. Start where you are. Take one loving step, then another. And when you forget, it's okay. Begin again, because again is not failure. Again is devotion. Again is the vow to yourself to commit to you over and over again. Friend, I love you so much. I'm rooting for you. You are held, guided, and you are ready. And remember, self-love is the soil. Abundance is what grows there. And until we get to the next episode, remember, we don't shrink, we shine. All because together we can encourage over everything. And just like that, queen, another layer of your glow up activated. But don't just listen, live it. Because main character energy isn't just a vibe, it's a decision. And you just made it. Want to keep this energy going? If something in today's episode hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Fix another queen's crown. Share it, review it, or send it on with love. Whatever feels aligned. Your words, your stars, they help this message reach even more hearts and many more glow ups. When you share this show, you are not just spreading encouragement, you are reminding another woman she always had the power. We are rewriting stories, raising standards, and showing the world what empowered love really looks like. So remember, when you show up for you first, everything else aligns. Until next time, walk in your power, love out loud, and keep showing up like the main character you were born to be. Say it with me now. I am the main character of my life. I lead with love and I rise on purpose. All right now, friend, let's go. Your era isn't coming, it's arrived. And you already know how we do it around here. We don't settle, we shine. All because together we can encourage over everything.